We're getting an update today. I don't know when it's coming, but we're getting an update. It's probably in the thing that I can't get to. Maybe I have to wait for the park to load in, but it's gonna take forever. Dies. Hello and welcome to part 4, because I am on top of it right now. I am actually getting videos recorded, but probably never edited. We'll see how that goes. I hope this doesn't age poorly. Or I hope it does age poorly, because I'm saying it's not gonna get edited. Whatever the hell I'm saying. So we're back in Theme Park Tycoon 2, and today I'm going to be acting like a really annoying Roblox YouTuber. It's taking over my body. It's taking over my physical form. Anyway, so as I was saying, we're back in Theme Park Tycoon 2, and we are going to be taking a look at my 4th completed park today. This one, I actually forgot to look up the dates. Well, I can't check until it's loaded, but honestly, I don't think that the date of this is going to be very accurate, because I feel like I had a money farm. Like a big money farm before this park. Actually, I know I did, because fun fact, this park has never had a single fake guest set foot in it. All went to my money farm, like underground, because I had disabled collisions. Not a single guest has ever walked through this park, which is a little conflicting. I don't know how I feel about it, but whatever. But yeah, so I think that the date that this park started probably isn't going to be super accurate. I know for my current park, I did write down the date that I actually started building it, not the date that I made it. So that's going to be more accurate when I finish it in 5 years. But this one, on the other hand, I don't know if there's a date. We're going to have to take a look. And speaking of taking a look, this is it. There's not a lot to look at right now, but trust me, we had some crap to look at. And as you can see over here, this is when they updated it to give us the plots on these sides. So I was able to actually, fortunately, finish the park because this was the last thing that I did, I believe. And I was running out of room, and I was like, oh crap, my park is going to be ruined forever because I'm going to have to crunch this roller coaster into fuck all. I had enough space over here because I hadn't built in it yet, and it saved the park. It does look a little weird, unfortunately, but who the fuck cares? So as you can see, we have some sections to this park. There's actually, I'd say maybe, I want to say 4 or 5 that we're going to be taking a look at. We have this big city area here. We have this chemical plant. There's this little fairgrounds area, and then this back desert area. And you know, I didn't even mention what this park is. This is my Apocalypse Park. It's called Apocalypseville, as you can see. Oh, and it's me, but now I have a hat, so glow up era. So this is called Apocalypseville, and it is an apocalyptic dystopian city type thing, like a zombie apocalypse, you know? But we actually have an information center and a ticket center to look at, so that's what we're going to be doing first. So in the information center, we have all hell. How is that possible? That's not possible. Wasn't the last one finished April 2020? How was this one finished July 2020? It definitely did not take me only a couple months. Or did it? No, I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know what that says. Thank you for visiting. All questions should go to the owner of the park. I don't really trust this sign. But we're gonna pretend that it was completed July 8th, 2020. The Zaza. Then we have some rules, you know, don't climb on the rides or tracks and stay seated and stay to designated paths. And then there's nothing. So very fun, very fun. Then we have this little ticket center here. Very nice. You can get your little tickets up here. And this became another staple of my parks. I now have information center and a ticket center in all of my parks. And by in all of my parks, I mean my next 2 parks. So here we go. Wow, now you're in Apocalypseville. So first of all, you're met with all of these buildings, and they all have crap in them, except for, I think, like one, because it's broken. But this one is just a little candy store. And by the way, building these fucking buildings. Holy shit, I thought I was gonna die. I had to make individual buildings in like 20 different spots. Probably more than 20. How many is this? 1, 2... Okay, well, these are the same. I'm not going to count those. And these are the same. I'm not going to count those either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 fucking buildings. 23 fucking buildings. I lost my goddamn mind. And we also have locker rentals, which I did start doing. I don't have it in my current park. You just got the little lockers around here, you know. It's cute. It's cute. Over here, this is a little quote-unquote cafe. Ice cream and coffee or whatever the fuck that is. Over here, this is the first aid station, which I also haven't done in my current park. That's something I should probably do. But we have a cute little first aid station, made a crappy little bed, and also ice cream. It heals everything. Over here, this is a quote-unquote grocery store, but it's actually just a little, like a quick service type restaurant, you know. Down here, this is the alley, seek refuge, you know. And I picture this as Hot Topic. I don't know why, but it's got some merchandise and some crap. And yeah, so that's that. And then over here, this is the Bright Side Comedy Club with showtimes. This all right. I guess I gotta make a joke for the audience. All right. 2 peanuts were walking through a park, and one was assaulted. My parents would tell me that joke when I was really little, but I didn't get it. So I would just make that joke with just whatever the fuck. I would say like 2 forks were walking through a park and one was assaulted, and I would just crack the fuck up. And I didn't get it. Really, I was the funniest person alive, even way back then. Anyway, so that's the little comedy club. I can picture like live entertainment type shit. Over here, this building is like broken. There's nothing in here. Over here, this is an observation tower. This is the top spin ride right here. And then as you can see, we have some signs that says escape route. Flee the undead, head to the barricades. And we'll go down there in a minute. And this is another building where there's nothing in it. It's crashing into that one. And again, this was built before we could resize primitives and tilt stuff. Now I would like turn these windows, but we didn't have that back then, so. This is a little gift shop. Very nice. This is the launched free fall in the little under construction building. And this is food. This is food. And also the bitten unwelcome. Over here is the spiral slide. This is the gravitron, as you can see. This is the big roller coaster. This isn't the big roller coaster, but it is the one that I did last. Because like I said, I ran out of space and I panicked and I didn't want to do it. It kind of reminds me of the Hulk from Universal. I freaking love that ride. Here's another little store. This is the carousel, but it's in like another kind of under construction building. And then over here, this is space rings. There's actually 2 of them in here. Oh, and the lights kind of flicker. That's cool. Down here is the subway. We'll go there in a minute. I also did a little express entrance, which is cute. This is the concrete jungle. I think this is an inverted coaster. Oh no, this is the, not wall. This is the flying coaster. This is the one that like folds up. And I did little, this park was different because I did little people working. I want to do more details like that, but I always run out of space. But anyway, so let's get on this ride. And this is cool. It's like an elevator because you're going straight up like this. You're going straight up like this, but it's like an elevator. Right? Right. Very fun. I like that idea. What the hell is that pea water over there? Alright, here we go. First drop. Wee. I might actually do this perspective just so you can see a little bit better. I think I did pretty good with this roller coaster too. I think it's pretty smooth. I did pretty good with the banking and everything, and again I had a lot more room, so I did good. I did good. And this is that area that I needed to finish up because I needed to slow down the actual coaster. And I didn't have any room. Now we're gonna take a look at the subway. And once again I have the staff only areas. over here, this is the little subway station, but it says system shutdown. Interesting. But there's actually a monorail down here, and it goes into the different areas of the park. And again, I think I was talking about this in the last video where I wanted to do like just a video where it's like no commentary. I'm just on my transportation systems and stuff. And also P-Bucket. It actually did like the little rail system down there. I think this turned out pretty good. I like this area actually. It's very, very plain, but I don't know, like the vibe is good. Anyway, so heading back out. I didn't really do this park in a particular order because I started this new technique. I just box everything out so I know what's going where, and you know, that doesn't work too well because I still ran out of room for this coaster. But it helped kind of decipher where everything was gonna go so I could jump back and forth between things. You know, I didn't build 23 buildings in one sitting. I kind of jumped around, like I said, and I got more inspiration for different kinds of buildings that I could make, like with different color schemes and just, you know, how the outside looks. I think I more so worked toward the front and made my way back. And this, I think, was one of the first things that I finished. So you got this little fun tentacle monster thingy across this beautiful little bridge here. And these are the fairgrounds, which we'll take a look at later. You got some decor here of all the sewer water. This is the big sewage tunnel thing, whatever it's called. And you have this roller coaster here, this single rail coaster. And I used the steeplechase coaster, I believe it is, to do all this cool like vine decor. This is a little photo spot, so you're supposed to like go up here in the queue, and then you stand in front of this little rail, and then you can snap your little pictures in front of the cool weird hentai plant thing. And then there's a little sweets thing. And there's the gift shop that you go through the exit to the ride. And then down here, this is another monorail station. You can see the pipes in here. Pretty cool. Bye, monorail. This one isn't as fun. I needed the space, but there's some crap down here, and yeah. The main attraction, like I said, is this big roller coaster. It is called Acidic. Yes, Acidic. And we have the standard entrance and the express entrance, but if we go through the standard entrance, we get some lore. And also you can look over here real quick. Just some detail and the hazardous material. Cool big pipe thing. Over here in the regular entrance, we have some, I imagine these as like screens and they kind of flicker around and stuff. Like kind of, not interactive stuff, but you know, something to look at while you're standing here for 3 hours. So this is the first log. It says, no, you won't get superpowers from drinking this stuff. It's highly toxic, trust me. I imagine it's kind of like from the higher ups to like their employees, like a portal type thing. What's his name? Oh my god, what's his name? The CEO guy in Portal 2. It's like that, where he's just kind of talking like that. Okay, and then here's log 2. Don't touch the acid stuff. I know it's tempting. We've had too many deaths this week. Here's the third one. If you see green smoke coming out of the pipings, do not, I repeat, do not breathe it in. Thank you. And then lastly, we have this one, which is kind of hidden here and you can't really read it. This says, they're trying to blame me for the outbreak. Can you believe it? I didn't change the pipeline to the sewer. Wow, it's lore. This plant is the thing that caused the apocalypse. You can't really read it from there though, which maybe I should have fixed that, but I liked the vines over it. I thought it was fun. I imagine in real life it would be more readable, but you get the vibe. And also you have the workers over here. They got their little stations, and then there's also the staff only area, and then this side, which goes to the exit. So it's like the workers can kind of cross over, you know what I'm saying? Look at that freaking lighting. Holy shit. That's beautiful. Anyway, very steep chain lift, but whatever. And I also tried to do the thing where you put the stairs on the side, but it didn't work out too well. Oh, and this also has the little photo thing. And you get your photo taken. It's so cute. I love that. And the loop. Whee! And this, I believe, was the first ride that I built. So I tried to save on space, so it is a little confined, but I still think it's pretty smooth. I think it turned out okay. I need to stop with the accent, but I can't help it. I like keep going back into it. that's the end of that ride. And if you stay on and then jump out in there, you get stuck. So don't do that. So then here's your little photo pickup area, and then a little gift shop in here with some shelves and some crap on them. And that's it for the little chemical plant area. So we're gonna head over to the fairgrounds over here. This has just a bunch of flat rides. We got the planes, some stalls, the Twister ride, the Ferris wheel, classic obviously, Topple Tower, pretzels, some fruit, and some crap. So there's not a lot in this little section, but it's like a little abandoned fairgrounds type thing. And I'm actually not gonna go over there, but this is the entrance to the big desert area. And you can see the river also. Very fun. We're gonna head over to the other place that you can enter that from, because there's something over there that needs to be seen first. This is what I was talking about. We're back over here at the escape route, the escape, and you can see all the zombies. Oh my goodness. They're attacking. So on the left, we have more flat rides, and this is like the barricaded area that's like kind of man-made, you know, I don't know, Walking Dead style. I've never played the game or watched the show. I don't know, freaking know. And then there's also a restaurant over here in this big factory building, and there's also a staff-only area. But we're gonna take a look at this first, because I pointed it out first. You can see the zombies. And here... This is the swing ride, but I did like a little custom tower around the middle part, so it looks like a little watchtower. It doesn't make a lot of sense as it's like rising up, but I don't care. Got some zombies. I went a little crazy with the plants, as you can see, but I think it looks pretty good, so I don't really care. Over here, this is the rocking disc ride, bathrooms and food and stuff. This is the frisbee. I didn't have TNT in the last park, but I have to do it here. And there's also some zombies over here, and it looks like they're like breaking down the walls. And that's the end of this area. Now we're gonna be heading over into the factory. This is called the Spark Factory. It's a little restaurant, so you get your reservations, and there's a bunch of little things to do. Not really. So you have your food over here, but again, I imagine this is more of a restaurant, like with servers instead of a quick service spot. You can't really see, but there's like this little line here of boxes, and you got some cool booths. Made some little booths with the tables. Again, didn't have the precision building mode or whatever it's called. So there's some tables you can sit at, and then over here, there's like a little viewing area. And I imagine, again, they're like animatronics or something, and it kind of like fades in and out. Your annoying little kids could run over here and be like, oh my god, it's the zombies, oh my god! And if you go up here into these things, there's nothing. There's nothing, but yeah, you can look in there. And you can see the orb light. Orb light's so versatile. And yeah, so that's it for in here. I think this turned out pretty cool. I really like the look of this stuff. Oh, and there's also the line up there, and the pipings everywhere. Very fun. And so that's that restaurant. This is the other entrance to the desert. So we have this big meteor right here, and this line here that kind of like connects to the factory. Like, I don't know, maybe there was like a pipe here or something, and when the meteor hit it, like and there's also some Easter eggs over here. Oh, and there's also more zombies, but they're like kind of hiding. But if you go over here, a baby, it's the trash can. Very long story. Oh, Sands and Sands. Oh, does the music not work? I don't think the music works anymore, but it used to play Megalovania. Yeah, don't ask. Oh, and Patrick Star with the rock. Anyway, back to the path. This path made me struggle, because I didn't know whether or not I wanted to put a fence here, because you would probably want to, but it just kind of disturbed the, like, desert look. So I put down some rocks, and I just made the curb a different color. And I put down some fences, like, behind these benches and stuff, but I just left it open, because I think it just looks better this way. Here's a little restroom, some food. Got this little tented area where you can eat. I was completely ignoring it, but this is the big roller coaster that inspired this park. And honestly, I think this is one of my best big coasters. I think this one turned out pretty good, and it's pretty realistic. I actually like looked up kind of how to build these types of coasters, and yeah, I think I did pretty well. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. And over there are the fairgrounds. There's nothing really over here. It's just desert. Got some restrooms. and the ride. And then down here, which is very important, but we're actually gonna go off the beaten path because I just want to show you what's inside the meteor, because you can't look at it unless you ride the monorail, but we're not riding the monorail. And even when you're on the monorail, you don't really get a good look at it. I made it really pretty, and so I would like it to be appreciated. So here is the inside. You just slip in here, and look at that shit! Is that not magical? Is that not magical? Look at the orb lights and the crystals. You see, I have good taste. And I don't know, that looks so cool. It's freaking blue. You see this? It's freaking blue. Oh, and you can see the monorail go by down there. Cute. But yeah, see, that's a tiny window. You don't see it for a very long time, unfortunately. Back to the grind. So that was the meteor. We're gonna be heading down here in this little bunker. And then you go down here, and there are these like glass doors, but they're open and they're like kind of broken. And it says main entrance breach, and they're like, you know, screens, and I imagine they're like kind of glitching or whatever. But then you have this big area in here, and there's some more staff only. I'll actually show you what's in the staff only because this is the easiest one to get to. I just have all of the stalls in here so I can change the prices and crap, and then I have all of the little color-coded teleporters. Oh, so we have the little food area, some tables. Here's the monorail back here, pulling up just in time. And this is where you can see the meteor from down here. And I did these cool little, like I imagine they're kind of like open gates and then they kind of close. And then over here, this is like their little testing facility. So they have all this crap and crap. And it's like a little center console thing. Some cool tubes and shit. Like a little tiny scale model of the meteor. And then we have the fireball ride, but this has some story to it. It's called Vortex. And you go into the little sanitizing chamber, and also here's like a little chamber with the infected zombies in it. Again, I imagine is like animatronics and shit. And in here, you can see there's the little worker. He goes to Roblox University. And it says, welcome to the sanitizing chamber. We'll just be giving you a dose of some of my special cleansing solution. Oh, and the screen up there says, now testing group, record systems down, please check maintenance. So you go through the little sanitizer. And then it says, they didn't give you a mission briefing? Fine, I'll do it. Basically, we've extracted some of the power source of that meteor. We're just doing some testing with it. Don't worry too much. The last testing group did not become infected. They just had a happy-go-lucky day, and lived happily ever after. Communications are still a little wonky, don't sweat it. You'll be using a standard testing car and looking for factors like gravitational pull, toxicity, etc. You'll do great, and then it cuts off. Well, and then you get on the ride, and then you will exit. So yeah, that's what's down here. I'm really proud of this area. Like, honestly, I think this is really cool. I want to do a future park, but I don't know how far I can take it after that, you know? So this is Dust Storm. We're gonna go through the express entrance, which is the exact same length as the standard entrance, but it's express. So again, we have the little workers, and then we have the cool, whatever this is, the Beyond Vertical Drop Coaster. So let's go! Very, very fun. Very fun. I like this coaster a lot. I think this is a really cool coaster. Whee! Oh, and some ruins over there, and you can see the crib and stuff. This part's cool. You go like around like that. Very fun. I need to come up with some more adjectives. Cool loop. Some little twisty turny things. They're called turns. Another turn here. Whee! And then the cool little ending station. I love that coaster. I think that's really cool. Here's the little exit. And you go under the support thing, which is fun. And that's it. That's pretty much it for the park. This is definitely, it has more detail, but it's on a much larger scale, so I feel like there's not as much to look at, surprisingly, because like, you know, this entire area is pretty much just one ride. It's just like big environments. It's big environments that are detailed, but you go through them kind of quick. I don't think I have any more Easter eggs to show you. That's gonna be it for the video, actually. That's gonna be it for our tour. So thank you so much for watching. Once again, I appreciate it. And hopefully park number 5, which is my most recently completed park, will be out soon. I don't know when. I don't think I'm gonna record it right now, so who fucking knows. But anyway, so I'll see you later. Bye!